Piece is the roadmap to my life, then to hell with society. Let me just get my canoe. And now for my flag. Finally, my art degree wasn't a complete waste. And hoist the black flag. Now, I'm all set for adventure. Ahoy! I'm coming for that booty. Prepare for battle?
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
One Piece expertly lays out exactly how you can go about rising above the mediocrity that is your life. And no, I'm not talking about hiding away from society or becoming a criminal and not abiding by laws. I'm talking about personal freedom and how you, yes you, can achieve that freedom without the need of the fruit powers or haki. Luffy is indeed a force of nature, and he, along with the other Straw Hats, can show us how to achieve our dreams. It's all about the progress, mentality, and dare I say, the grind. So sit back, relax, and let's set sail. Now, I could not possibly go over the entirety of the philosophies that One Piece preaches, but I am going to go over the 3 main core values of how people like Luffy go about achieving their dreams. If you love this concept and want more videos like this, including anything related to One Piece or any other anime, hell, any other piece of media, make sure to like and subscribe and watch till the end. Now, let's get started. I'll tell you this right now, you will not achieve your dreams with motivation alone. Do not wait for motivation to do something. Just do it.
Just do it!
Every day, just do it. That's discipline. Easier said than done, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
But how, you may ask? How could I keep doing that one thing every day? I already live a comfortable life as is. Why push myself more, you might say? Well, my friend, you need your chapter 1. You need your romance dawn. If you were to die tomorrow, what would they say at your funeral? When you're an old and frail man or woman, will you look back at your life with content or regret? Are you satisfied with your life right now? Of course you aren't. You want more. You've always wanted more.
True, and yeah, that's pretty true.
You need that catalyst to fuel you. Look back at moments throughout your life, and especially the moments where you might have suffered the most. Single mother, bullied at school, L plus ratio plus dinner plus no bitches. Always think back to this romance dawn of yours. The main catalyst of why you're doing what you're doing. When you're at your lowest, when you're about to crack, think back and get right back to it. Only the One Piece awaits at the other side. After Luffy's escapades with Ace and Sabo, he begins training at age 10 for 7 years. What have you done consistently for 7 years? Your hygiene? I hope so. School? No. Something that you've chosen for yourself. Luffy trained for 7 years to perfect his punch, and he shows off his training and skill as he takes down the Sea King that took Shanks' arm. And then he went off to completely dominate the Ace Blue. Did he do it because he was special? Because the universe gifted him with immense strength? Because he was lucky? No, he prepared himself. Day after day he trained for one thing and one thing only, to perfect his Gomu Gomu no pistol. And from that training, went on to amass Straw Hats and become an infamous pirate. So what does this mean for you? Be consistent. Every day you should work on the skill that you're trying to build up. Simple, but not easy. So let me give you some pointers. It doesn't really matter how long you go at it, or if you really don't do much. The simple act of just showing up and trying to work at it will build discipline. There will always be days when you simply do not want to, where your dumb monkey brain will choose comfort over progress. Shut that version of yourself out and just think back to your romance dawn, your fuel to get you going, and just do it. And while you're there, well, you might as well do it good. I mean, for shonen fans especially, I strongly recommend exercising as a way to start out if you're new. Go every day. Be consistent. Not only will you build up discipline, but you'll also build up muscle, a good high, and a good body, along with other benefits. But mainly to build discipline so you can carry this over to other aspects of your life. Another activity I recommend is writing. Even if you're not a writer, or if you don't know what to write about, you can always just write about your day, your thoughts, or even what you're grateful for. Remember, it's okay to just write a sentence or just a string of thoughts, but it's imperative that you do it every single day. It's okay if you miss a day. Just make sure you don't let it become a habit. Don't let it tear you down and hop right back on it. And most importantly, do not compare yourself to other people. Only compare yourself to your own past self. Tune out everyone else. You're the average of the 5 people you spent the most time with. And tell me, are those people ambitious or disciplined? Perhaps, but most likely not. Reducing the time you spend with the people you've known for years is quite possibly the hardest thing to do, but it's necessary. You can't do everything yourself. You need people who support you and not drag you down. You know you're dealing with toxic people when they spout things like, "Oh, don't waste your time doing this. It's not gonna work." Or, "Oh, you have a good stable job. Why risk it?" You need to kindly tell these people to shut the
Baba Booey.
up. Surround yourself with nakama of your own. Do you think Sanji will find the All Blue if he would have stayed at the Baratie? Do you think Robin will uncover the truth of the world being in Baroque works? Although they still haven't accomplished this, they have a lot better odds of achieving their dreams because they have one thing above all else: people who share and even help in each other's ambitions. Each Straw Hat has their own romance, their own dreams, and each one of them are capable of being leaders in their own right. But why did they choose Luffy? Because Luffy offered them an environment in which they would place the odds heavily in their favors of achieving their dreams, and at the same time helping the future Pirate King obtain the One Piece. Not bad. You don't have to leave your family behind and go on by yourself, but you have to recognize the people who support you and who doesn't. Cut away the friends and even family members who are toxic and only seem to bring you down. People who don't have ambition of their own and would rather see you fail than succeed. The people you surround yourself with will slowly start to influence you into becoming mediocre or flat out doing harmful things to your health and your dreams. If you have core workers who are super toxic and look for a change of jobs or position or relocation, the Straw Hats help their captain achieve his dream and he helps them achieve theirs. It's a perfect symbiotic relationship. Look for this in not only friends and family, but in your significant other as well. Work perfectly like the Straw Hats and you can be sure that together you can achieve things that were not possible by yourself. Be a monster, a demon, an asshole, a badass, whatever you want to call it. They are ultimately the same thing. Be capable of facing the cruelty of life and to know how to control yourself. If you doubt yourself, or if your life isn't together, you won't be able to do this properly. When you meet new people, on some level, they will always judge you. But none of that matters in the long run. People's perception of you, physical appearance, none of that matters. That doesn't define who you are. Only your actions define who you really are. When Nami asks about Sky Island, the entire bar erupts into laughter, mocking them for their dreams. Luffy and Zoro then proceed to get beat up and humiliated even more. Why didn't they fight back? Because on a fundamental level, Bellamy isn't attacking Luffy and Zoro. He's attacking their dreams, their ideals, the whole reason they are here in the first place. This is them flexing without lifting a finger. No matter what they say and no matter how much they beat them down, they cannot and will not break their dreams. Luffy's able to face the cruelty of this world and still hold himself back. Although Luffy and Zoro come out completely mangled up, they're not the ones who lost. Bellamy and his crew cannot break his will, and no one should break yours. People who don't know what their purpose is, or people who only look to satisfy their base desires, are only bad for you. You have to be capable of being an asshole. Be capable of defending your morals, your ideals, and your dreams without completely becoming a monster. When you have these capabilities and still are able to be fun-loving and an overall good person, then you have truly accomplished what it means to be a badass. Recall when Zoro cut down Monet. She was so sure he wouldn't harm her because of his previous actions. But when Zoro proved that he was capable and willing to kill her, she was completely immobile due to fear alone. And Zoro didn't need to break his own core values. Be that wild animal that you swore would never harm you. What's the difference between Luffy and Blackbeard? Well, yes, one is a lot skinnier than the other. Yes, one does have missing teeth. That's not the point. I mean, what's the difference between their mentalities? At first glance, not much honestly. Both believe in dreams and personal freedom, and both are ambitious as hell. But there's one key difference in their mentality. Luffy has conquered his inner monster and is able to integrate him perfectly into his personality, only letting it out when he deems necessary, while Blackbeard hasn't, and instead of integrating with his inner monster, he's instead let it take over, and we get these two people who believe in freedom, but go out about attaining such things in vastly different matters. If Luffy wants something, he'll take it, but he'll usually repay that debt any way he can. If Blackbeard wants something, he'll just take it and probably kill you as well, just for good measure. When on this journey to fulfill your ambitions, you will come to a crossroads. Do you want it badly enough to sacrifice your morals, your dignity? We don't know Blackbeard's backstory. He might be evil incarnate and never had to make this decision, but we do. I hope that once you get to this crossroads, you're able to make the best decision. The sooner you decide to not only be a monster, but to completely control it and not let it influence your good nature, the better. If you do succumb to the monster inside, sure, you might get what you want, but did the ends really justify the means? One Piece is the roadmap to your life because it lays out exactly how you should structure yourself, how you should tackle both your life and society as a whole. Of course, this video did not cover all the philosophies that One Piece puts out, such as freedom, prejudice, or stoicism. This is just the core beliefs so that you can get started on being your best self with the help of an amazing story written by an amazing man. Determine your romance, build discipline, surround yourself with good people, and finally, keep yourself in check. If there's anything you must absolutely take away from this video, it's this: continue reading. Of course, I mean One Piece, but also do not be afraid to read other material. There's a lot of books that can help you structure your life and put you on the right track. You'll start seeing the parallels between One Piece and other popular philosophies and self-help books. Here's some that I recommend: Atomic Habits by James Clear, The Millionaire Fastlane by MJ DeMarco, The Subtle Arts of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. I could sit here and keep recommending books, but these are a good starting point to get yourself comfortable reading. Also, don't give up. You shouldn't expect yourself to change overnight. None of the Straw Hats did. It's all about the daily decisions you make. It's all exponential and incremental changes that will someday change your life. And one day, you will hear the drums of liberation.